Just film on the top. You see the bird?
Hello and welcome to the New Vision Daily podcast around Uganda with me, Razia Athman. Today you will hear about the citizen scientists who are protecting Bwindi Impenetrable Forest through bird watching.
Welcome to the New Vision podcast.
Let us head to Kisoro, southwestern Uganda, the district in the foothills of Mufumbiro Mountains. The journey from Kisoro town to Nkuringo is an adventure in itself. We wind through steep, scenic hills overlooking Lake Mutanda, with the Virunga volcanoes rising in the distance. As the road climbs higher towards Bwindi Impenetrable Forest, villages give way to dense rainforest. After about 2 hours on the rugged mountain road, we arrive in Nkuringo, where we meet Nester Kabashenga, whose story reflects how conservation is transforming lives.
I worked with Nkuringo Bwindi Lodge as a chef. At times they changed me to I was a housekeeper in service. So from there is when I got married. That was 2016. From there I picked up.
As he walks us through slippery alleys to glance at birds, you can tell he knows the pockets like the back of his hands. He joined the hospitality industry in 2016 and over the years also worked as a housekeeper. But his fortunes changed when he was introduced to birding 2 years ago. Married with 2 children, he has just discovered the wealth he was born into.
Because people are like now changing. Because now, like kids are now getting to school, including my kids. So everyone is happy because of BMCT.
His favorite bird is the bar-tailed trogon, a much sought-after bird in the Albertine Rift and frequently sighted in Bwindi.
It's shy. You can't find it here. It's only found in the Bwindi Impenetrable National Park, where there is much shade. Then as you look at the tail, you have got a buzz. And the beak is red, then the throat is green.
As a chef, Kabashenga earned a meager monthly salary, but as a bird watcher, the number of tourists he guides determines how much he earns, and that can go up to $100 on a good day. Like Kabashenga, several other young men have found meaningful work in bird watching.
There is a big team here. Most of them are
Beyond the thrill, they also track bird species to understand the health of their ecosystems in and around Bwindi Impenetrable Forest. Equipped with binoculars, notebooks, laser pointers, and mobile apps provided by Bwindi Mugahinga Conservation Trust, they came together to form the Nkuringo Birders Association, which has mobilized idle youth to take up bird watching.
They have also picked up, especially being smart, because in birding we teach how to be smart.
Pascal Francis is the chairperson of the association. Francis failed to attain higher education because he lacked tuition fees. He tried teaching and farming, but things were not easy. In just 2 years, the association has brought together 100 people and counting.
It has taught me how to save fast because it is seasonal, and I have also bought land from bird watching, and I have also taught other young guides how to live and how to like conservation.
The Trust's aim of the birding program was to promote community livelihood projects around the parks so dwellers can have alternatives to the protected areas. Tumwesigye Wilberforce is the Chief Executive Officer of Bwindi Mugahinga Conservation Trust.
When we train these youth, we think they can now diversify the earning mechanism. Apart from agriculture, apart from maybe doing cutting of timber, because many people here in this landscape, they are used to cutting timber. and yet timber is more or less against conservation. But we think if we train them in different trades like birding, craft making, beekeeping, and other nature-based enterprises, ecotourism, then they can tap from this opportunity when tourists come and visit the same landscape.
It's 4 p.m. and we continue our trek in the slippery pocket forest by Bwindi Impenetrable. From the soft and sensitive instructions and the patience needed, you can tell it has taken time to master the skill. They received training in Lake Mburo and were given 5 pointers, 5 binoculars and 10 boarding books to start.
Binoculars are about $600. So like a young man like me or other person who is born poor in this area, it's hard for me to buy binoculars unless you get it from your friends.
Bwindi hosts more than 350 bird species, including 23 Albertine rift endemics. The southern part of the forest where we find these birders has over 250 bird species. Most of the 20 or so youth with us this afternoon would be in bars drinking time away. But now they are called citizen scientists, trained to observe and record bird species, contributing valuable data to conservation efforts. Amos Chemonges is the senior warden in charge, Southern Sector, Bwindi Impenetrable National Park.
If we don't make use of these vibrant energies, the energies will be diverted to non-productive activities like poaching, like, say, encroachment and what have you.
Uganda Wildlife Authority has birders but gives opportunity to emerging birders. But the park's rules and regulations apply. Once they master the activity, they are also paid. A birding permit costs 160,000 shillings for foreign non-residents, 120,000 shillings for foreign residents, and 30,000 shillings for East African citizens.
Uganda Wildlife Authority will take their part, but them who are doing birding as young boys will also be paid some money. And there are so many birds that come out of the forest and come to the community, so they can also utilize that opportunity. When birds come out of the forest, they will also do birding outside in the natural park.
There is a sniper in the building. Just by the park are several privately owned forests where the birders practice their craft. Grace Akampurira and her husband have conserved this 3-acre forest.
Yes, the education for the younger generation. Another thing was we have there different species of trees and plants where we thought that some members of the community can have to learn and know about those trees and species.
We have someone here.
Beyond just a source of income or hobby, community members are turning to birdwatching as a tool to monitor environmental change.
Given that we work with people who are living adjacent to the protected area, the animals come from their area to people's area, especially in gardens. And so we have to work on interventions together with Uganda Wildlife Authority to manage these animals which cross people's land so that people can live harmoniously with these important wildlife species.
As imposing as it may be, Bwindi's forest cover has been reduced. Experts are worried because many of the bird species found here are endemic to the Albertine Rift, making them especially vulnerable to habitat loss. They can't just relocate.
We are having a very big challenge of unemployment.
Sebalia Richard is the Kisoro Resident District Commissioner.
If they are taking it as an activity to earn something, and above all, protect our environment, protect our natural resources like those birds you're talking about, I wouldn't really see it's bad.
birding is a spirit.
25-year-old Nkuringo Dismas was born in Nkuringo. He has studied tour guiding and driving. He's a founding member of the Nkuringo Birders Association.
Sometimes we encourage people to join birding. After joining birding, some reject. They say they can't afford joining it because it's a bit hectic. But when you are studying birding, first of all, we need to be patient.
In areas facing deforestation and climate pressure, these citizen scientists are documenting disappearing species, shifting migration patterns, and changes in forest health. For many participants, this work is also creating new income streams through ecotourism and conservation partnerships.
We have here the ecological biodiversity.
Bridget Nyamugesha is a conservation student at Uganda Wildlife Research and Training College, Kasese.
Well, as you've seen, the bird, animal, and plant species, we have a variety of them. And we've always liked it because it helps us in the ecosystem with the people and the animals around.
Conservation groups like BirdLife International warn that nearly half of the world's bird species are in decline. In Uganda, Bwindi Impenetrable Conservation Trust is training communities to collect data that feeds into national conservation efforts. The organization was established under trust laws in 1994. Nkuringo in Kisoro is rich in natural resources, yet many people remain poor. The hope is that from birding, other tourism activities can be harnessed into conservation, development, and business. As birders like Kabashenga earn a living from birdwatching and raise their families, all eyes are on the community of citizen scientists to protect one of Uganda's treasured forests. And that's it for the New Vision Daily podcast around Uganda with me, Razia Othman. Thanks for listening.